Welcome back to a studio vlog. I know it's been about a million years since I've been here. I have a whole load of footage which I haven't actually looked through yet, but I don't even know how old it is. I may put some of it up, I may not. I'll see once I look through it. If I decide to put it up, I'll let you know when we're going into the old footage. What day is it today? Wednesday the 16th of July. I have been to the gym, obviously. I did a class last night and it basically killed me. It was great and I will definitely be going back next week. Mum, if you're watching, it didn't almost kill me, it was fine. It was like a mild stretch. I am just sitting here because I've had a card that I may have shown in a vlog about a million years ago. I drew this card on the plane on the way to Boston and I want to put it up on my website, but I can't get the writing, the text, the fonts, whatever. I can't get it right. Up to now I've used my own lettering. I will show you. I've got some ones that they're not quite the right colour. I'll show you what I mean because it's not going to make any sense. This one here is the right background colour. However, the text it's actually brown, which is what I do on my other new home card, and it works really well. Let me get that one. Also brown, but much smaller, so it works. This is my best-selling card. I've literally sold thousands of these cards. Okay, so enter new card. These ones are also the same card, but the pink is a bit lighter. The darker pink actually in real life looks better because you can see the shape of the house that I've done. Love all of the artwork, really happy with it. It's the text. So I tried the original one, I think. Oh, these are all the same. They're the same. The original one was this one, but I'm just not happy with how it looks. Then I thought, oh, go bold. Not happy with that either. Tried that smaller, still not happy with it. Now thinking I might not write Happy New Home on it because I've got Happy New Home on this one. So that's one thing I want to solve today because I want to get that card up because my new home cards sell really, really well and I really want another option for people. After looking at many different fonts, they just don't look right. So I'm printing this one out. If I have spent months making this decision only to come back to the second font I ever put on here, or my own writing, it won't surprise me, to be honest, because that's usually what happens. So I'm going to print that out, chop it up, and let's see what it looks like, shall we? Throughout the summer, I was working on a lot of different designs, including a little children's collection. I was working on some painting just to try and hone my skills and doing a lot of different things. I felt, up until probably 2 weeks ago, I felt really, really lost and really unsure what I was doing. Before I got sick, I started a series on TikTok that was 30 days to rebuild Leaf Lane Studio, but I had to abandon that because I wasn't very well and then I sort of lost the will to go on with it. But I feel like I'm just going to be posting a lot more now over there and on Instagram, just everyday kind of things. But I just found myself drawing and I just thought, do you know what, even if I'm not doing a lot with the business, I just need to draw and have some artwork in my back pocket in case I want to release it. What I'm really conscious of is having too much going on in the business. So having the kids range, the prints, the t-shirts, the stationery, potentially going back to some weddings and things like that. So at the moment I'm still kind of fine-tuning what I'm doing. I haven't released the children's cards yet, but it may be that I keep Etsy for greeting cards and then I use my website for other things. I also did a massive sale in the summer. If you supported that, thank you so much. this is me packing some of that. I did a lot of kind of end of line sales, big reductions, just to make space. And that went really, really well as well. So thank you so much, guys, if you did make a purchase in that sale. I am planning the 2026 sort of future of the business, and I'm very excited about what I've got in mind. So stay tuned for that. I'll tell you more about that soon. Hello, I don't know how long it's been since I picked up this camera, but today's Wednesday, the 23rd of July. I don't know when I last did anything on here because I've just had a really weird couple of days. I've had a flare up of the panic again. I've had just quite a lot of anxiety, so I haven't really been filming. Yeah, there are some days where I will film, like I've just been out and I've had a bit of panic while I was out, but I feel better and good enough to film now, but there are days where I just can't. I thought I'd pop these in as time lapses from this day because I wanted to experiment with trying to create the little customer thank you card that you can see there that says be bold enough to dream and brave enough to try. I did that digitally, and I really wanted just for my own kind of practice to experiment with the watercolour layered backgrounds. I made 2 versions. If you see like there looks like a difference between the ones I'm working on, that's because I did 2 different versions. And I've almost finished this now. It's kind of been a side project, just something to do when I don't really know what to do or I can't focus, or just to take my mind off things. And I really enjoyed painting again. I haven't painted in a little while, which is why I ended up doing the new collection that comes out on the 8th of November with watercolour. This piece isn't, like I say, isn't really doing anything. It was just a way of me experimenting with media, using watercolour, using gouache, using pencils, all of that kind of thing. And then I really got interested in looking at other artists that use underpainting of a really vibrant colour. And so I got my sketchbook out, and then, as you can see, I found some really vibrant colours to use. And I was just interested in painting the usual colours of the flowers over the top of something bright and experimenting with green backgrounds, yellow backgrounds, red, pink, etc. And this kind of led me to thinking about it weirdly, even though I'm going from bright colours, I went to thinking about lots of blue tone things, which is how I ended up doing the new collection. And you'll see more of that in a second. So for context, today is Monday, the 13th of October. I have been to the gym this morning. It's already, what is it, 2:30? But I'm just in my office now. I've written a to-do list and I'm just going to work my way through that. I have been spending a lot of time doing my little part-time job that I do. It's not really part-time. The work I do is ad hoc. So it's like when something needs doing, I'm asked to do this thing and I do it, and then there could be a whole load of projects or it could be just one project, but it takes up quite a lot of my time, but it's money and you know, we need the money. I am working my way through my own to-do list this afternoon, and I had an order on Curious Lemons. So basically, if you're new here, you won't know. I have Leafling Studio is like the main business. Don't know why I'm doing this. And then there's Curious Lemon Designs, which is a whole load of the other side of my personality on cards, basically. I'll try and put a few up here whilst I'm talking. And I closed it when my dad got sick, and I hadn't reopened it for basically a year. Same with the other little side hustle, which is Sweary Cats. That's still closed, and I think that Etsy are penalising me for having the shop shut for so long. But you know, when someone's ill and then they die, you can't always keep everything running. And I've reopened it now probably maybe 4 months ago, and I've had 2 orders. So I feel like I've been blacklisted. Maybe I need to put up a couple of new products, cards. It is predominantly cards. So yeah, I need to do that potentially. Sweary Cats is still shut. I want to reopen Sweary Cats, but it's not a this year problem. Every year I try and do something with that, something else happens. So let's just see. What else has been going on? I have been sick for the last 2 weeks, almost 2.5 weeks, with probably some kind of COVID. It doesn't really matter anymore, does it? It is what it is, but I was pretty ill for a couple of weeks. And I did a lot of painting. I did a lot of painting with blue watercolour, which consequently now has led me to ordering some new products, which will be coming out soon. I really like the effect of watercolour when it's like puddled and layered and sort of transparent, and there's quite, I don't know what it is about it. I've always really enjoyed that. And so when I was working on this stuff, I felt really ill and I was really down. I'll talk more about that another time, otherwise I'm going to be talking at you for like 25 minutes. But I just wanted to paint something. So I started painting these florals and really liked them, and shared a little bit on TikTok and a little bit on Instagram. You guys seem to really like them too. So this Christmas was meant to be the big comeback for Leaf Lane Studio, but it definitely hasn't been. And it won't be, but at least I'll have my new collection coming out soon. I will catch you up. There's not a lot to catch you up on, it's more of like a mental health thing, but I will try and maybe do a voiceover later or something. So that collection, I think I'm going to call it Midnight Garden or Midnight Floral, maybe Midnight Garden. I think that's what I'm leaning towards. Ultimately, it doesn't really matter, because it's just a collection name, and I think sometimes I spend too long thinking about these things and actually it doesn't matter so much. But I am hoping to bring out, well, I'm definitely bringing out a notebook because I've ordered it. I'm definitely bringing out a to-do list. I'm definitely bringing out the 2026 wall planner in the new collection blue colourway, and also a set of note cards as well. So what I might do actually is show you on my computer screen what I've created so far as a bit of a sneak peek. So yeah, let me find all the things, all like the mock-ups, and I will show you those. And then basically I just need to work my way through my to-do list. So I need to order the wall planner, I need to order the note cards. I was going to print them myself, but I think I'm going to order them because I want to get them on a slightly textured card, and I'd really like to have them. I've done all of the designs CMYK, and whilst I can chuck them over to RBG for RGB, whatever, for this printer, I just think that I want them to be as cohesive and in a line with everything else I'm getting printed. So I'll order them professionally, and I need to design a customer thank you card within that collection. The other thing that I've done, which is arriving today, is I needed more tissue paper, and I always use green tissue paper because of my branding colours are green. But I've ordered white because I've also ordered some white shredded paper, which came in this tiny little thing. I thought I was going to get a massive box of it. Turns out this is what this is. And some white string with silver flecks in, just because when the blue collection arrives, when I'm wrapping it up for people, the green tissue paper won't really look great. So I thought I'd go white, and then I've got more of a cohesive, like white tissue paper. I know it's not the most exciting, but it's also just tissue paper. So I'm trying not to overthink it. So yeah, right now I'll show you those things. Then I need to design the customer thank you card. I need to think about more what's going on the back of it, because normally when I get them done, I get one that's blank and I get a version of it that's got some text on it. Mostly for people who order on Etsy, because I'm trying to pull them over to my website. Does it work? It has worked, not as much as I thought it would. I've got them a little sign up for the email list on there and a discount code. Occasionally I get someone come over, but not very often. Yeah, that is where we are for now. There's lots more I can speak to you about and lots more I will speak to you about, but for now I need to set some more cards off printing. I also need to illustrate some envelopes, and I need to, yeah, there's a whole load of stuff I need to do. So let me set off another card, then we'll look at those designs, and then I'll try and work out what I'm ordering, and we'll get those ordered today. I want to get this entire to-do list finished today. Please excuse the sound of the printer in the background, but basically these are the note cards. So they've got no writing on them, they're just as they are. So I've got this design, this one, and this one. So there's going to be 6 cards in a box, 2 of each design, and then they're going to go in, I don't know if you guys remember these boxes I got from last Christmas. I had note cards in them. I've ordered some more of these. And I will pop them in there with some envelopes. And so yeah, that's the note cards, which I really liked doing last year. They were really popular, and actually this is a really great place to actually look at how the designs have come out. I love that you can see the texture of the watercolour. And then some of these, like these white lines and this line here, these are all digitally added, but the majority of it is just exactly how it was. This is still got bleed on it, so not that it makes any difference to what we're looking at, but so it's just a full wraparound of pattern. I've just popped the website here, so that'll be cut off and be even on both sides. It's all just, I'm so happy with this. I love how the watercolour came out. And then finally, this is the to-do list. So I chose not to do anything at the top. Sometimes I write, let's make a list or list pad, but I just thought, no, I'm just going to keep it plain. So you can use it as a shopping list or whatever. And I just love it. My aim with the notebook and the to-do list is to sell them in a set. The printer. Sell them in a set as well as individually. So if you buy them in a set, I'll put them in a gift box, wrap it up really nicely, and that could potentially be a Christmas present for someone. So they will be coming like that, in the same box as I've got for the cards, but just a bigger version, hopefully. With, you know, the white tissue paper, the white shredded paper, the silvery Udemy flip, and the Whatsits. So I'm really excited about that. I just need to work out this customer card now. And then the other thing I need to work out, which I've got to show you in a second, is the wall planner. So I need to work that out. And yeah, I'm noticing that you can see this really clearly. You guys, if you've been around for a while, will notice that I had a little rash here for months and months and months, since about March. I'm finally going to the dermatologist on Friday. I've been to and from the doctors, had treatment for all different kinds of things that it could be, and nothing's made a difference. I don't know where this has come from or why it is there, but please ignore it. Right, I'm going to put another card on, then I'll show you the wall planner. Okay, here we go. So if you've seen my wall planners before, the way I like to think about it is if it ain't broke, don't fix it. The way the design is laid out is what works really, really well. So currently on this, I've still got the green from last year's, one of the last year's designs. So same design as we've been looking at just recently. I had to change the font for the title because the 6 that goes with the font I use and everything else comes like right up here, really, really big. Now I need to work out, I haven't chosen the colours for it yet, this is just temporary, and I changed the colours and everything else. And then I need to put a very light blue on the Saturday and Sunday so that the weekends clearly stand out. But I'm really, really happy with this. So these are going to be the same as every year, 70 by 50 centimetres. They are on really thick matte paper, really easy to write on. And I'm just trying to decide how many I want to get printed. So yeah, that's almost good to go. So I think I might do the customer card first, then come back to this stuff, because I'm ordering all of these things I've just shown you, apart from the notebook and the to-do list that are already ordered. These are all getting ordered from a separate manufacturer altogether. So I really want to get this ticked off. So let's do this now. I just got totally sidetracked with working out why my workflow wouldn't work on Flowdesk, but now I'm back to this again. I think I'm just going to leave it like this on one side as opposed to putting any wording. I just need to fill this gap here and put the background on. But I think I'm going to leave it like this. I don't think I'm going to make it anything else. I did have a vision of like putting words and leaving more space and putting words of like, but it is what it is. It's a thank you card. The other side of it, I just need to turn blue, but I'm basically going to keep it the same as this one. Sorry, I've got my blind shut because of the sun coming in. But like this, but just change how it looks. And then we're done. I basically, when I scanned and edited everything, I put all of my assets that I'm going to use onto one thing so I can just drag them across. Usually I make a pattern when I do new things, but this time I didn't because I wanted to be quite specific in how I place them. So I'm almost done here. I just need to do the wording, change the colours on the wall planner, as I said to you before, and then I can order everything, which would be a weight off my shoulders if I can do that. So, I need to put these on another print as well. Let's go. Good afternoon. Today is Wednesday, and it is the 15th of October. I didn't vlog yesterday because I was just working on my other little job thing, and I've done a few hours on that this morning, and it's now, well, it's actually gone to now. What time is it? My computer's just gone off. It is 2:15, so I I've done some of my other jobs, so I thought I'd pick up the camera and show you, well, we're going to print some stuff off together. There are two things I want to do right now. One of them is to print a test off of the writing set that I designed. I actually made the envelope inserts and the paper pattern last night, so I will show you that now. So I've got the envelope inserts that need to be cut down. I'm just going to fiddle around with how many I can get on a page because I haven't done that yet. And then this is the A5 paper that will go with it. So I'm definitely going to print those out in a second and see if I can put a few kits together. This morning I got, can I put you there? It's not the best angle, is it? This morning I got a delivery of more A6 envelopes, which is really, really good. And I have also, oh, this is a great angle, Lucy, good idea. I also ordered some of these peel off, like, dissolvable collagen masks, which I have seen all over TikTok, but I actually got them on Amazon because I wanted to check, because I know that there's always dupes for things like this, and I wanted to get the legit ones because, as I told you guys yesterday, the day before yesterday, I'm going to the dermatologist for this rash that's looking better today than it was 2 days ago. But my skin, because I've been avoiding, I don't put anything on my neck at the moment because of the skin stuff, I've been kind of neglecting the face, and I wanted to just get a couple of things to make me feel a bit more human again, because I've been feeling, as I said the other day and didn't go into it, I'm feeling really low about myself. I feel a bit like I haven't, like I don't recognise myself, and can I drop my seat down a bit more? No, that's it. I've been feeling a bit like I can't recognise myself. I don't feel good about myself. Partly this has been affecting me, partly it's grief, partly it's the way that my business has been affected by things has made me feel quite down because I haven't been working hard enough. I haven't been able to get into routines. I've been ill. There's like a whole load of things that have all added up to me feeling or realising that actually I was feeling quite down and quite depressed, and I hadn't really been able to put my finger on. There's just a lot of stuff, and I've been journaling on all of it. I journal all the time anyway, so I am unpicking it. But I'm just trying. This is why I haven't been here either, and I keep saying, oh, I'm back and I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do that, but then I hit this point of feeling low again and I can't pick up the camera, which I feel like they're the times I really want to pick up the camera, but I also don't want to be bringing you guys down with me. There have just been some days where I felt like I literally look in the mirror and I don't know who I am anymore. I think that what's happened and what I've identified through journaling is that since Dad passed, you can't go through a traumatic time like that and come out the other side of it the same person. And so I think I've realised that, but I haven't got to know. I'm still the same person, like I'm still me, but I'm a different version of me, and I think that's what I'm trying to work out. So anyway, all of that came from a face mask. There you go. So these masks are the ones that I can't show you because it's in a, I can't open it now. It's in a two parts. You get like a white bit that, oh my god, it's going to be so attractive. White bit that goes across here and a white bit that goes across here, and it says you've got to leave it on for at least 3 hours until it goes see-through. If you guys are on TikTok, you've probably not been able to escape the hype over these things. I just feel like, I mean, I'm 44 years old. I feel like I'm doing all right for 44 years old, but I just have noticed some difference in my skin, and I want to, like, I've neglected myself a lot. I've neglected a lot about myself. So I need to sort that out. And they start with the small things like this. Anyway, enough about my breakdowns. I have got my little health drink here. I call it my health drink. This is what I've been drinking since I had the flu, cold, COVID, whatever the hell it was recently. I still sound a bit croaky. I don't know if you can hear it, but I can feel it. I've got in here the Free Soul Creatine Collagen, which I've always taken creatine anyway. It's really, really great, especially if you're lifting weights. It's really, really good for females as well. So if you're a woman who's thinking about creatine, the Free Soul one actually is really, really good, but I don't like the flavour of it. It's like berry flavoured, but there's something about it that I don't like. You might love it, but I don't. So I've got water, a little bit of sugar-free blackcurrant, the 5 grams or whatever it is of the creatine Free Soul, and a effervescent vitamin C, health in a cup, basically. So I'm about to have that. So let's print off the example of this. The other thing that I said to you I was going to print off something else is I saw on what was the brand called? I can't think what it was called. I think it was called By Thursday's Child. I saw on TikTok they did a new print which I really like. I really like the style and the playfulness of it, and I noticed that you can print it out. You can get a digital print. This is not going to be to everyone's taste, but I'm going to show you. This is from Taylor. It's like a nod to Taylor Swift's new album. Basically, it's actually romantic. Something about it that I really like. She prints them really well herself, but I think for the sake of a digital download, I think I'm gonna try and do it myself. I just really like it in my office. I really love it. See, this is the sort of art that I really like. It's like made with, I think she's done it with like crayons or whatever, but I just really love it. You know, she does a lot of Swiftie prints. If you're Swiftie, definitely check it out. I just really happen to like this. On the to-do list also for today is to draft a newsletter, but also to do a reel. I haven't been present on socials for a while because I've not felt like it. I did my massive sale thing and then sort of disappeared. I think what I'm trying to get used to with social media and running a business is that there's a lot to do and I can't do all of it all of the time. Like, for example, what I'm showing you right now, these letter writing sets, they're very work intensive. I print everything, I cut everything, I stick everything. I don't make much money on them, but I love doing them. So sometimes social media suffers and that is okay. I'm just trying to remind myself about that on a more regular basis. Hi guys, today's Thursday. I'm wearing the same as yesterday. True. My hair is straight back post gym and shower. I am just waiting for one of my blue collection orders to arrive. The orders, this one includes, if it's supposed to be DPD, I don't even know if it is from my manufacturers, but if it is, it will be the wall planners, the note cards for the sets that I'm doing, and the customer thank you cards. I am bricking it because every single year, without fail, I have to send an email to my manufacturers about the wall planners because they get rolled up. The ends sometimes get smushed down. Every year there's an issue. I will never sell them to you when there's a problem. So like out of the bunch that I get, there'll always be a couple that are second. You expect that, and that's fine because I keep one of my best friends gets one. It's fine, but I just dread it, and I hate it. Any small business owners that receives printed goods from manufacturers, please comment down below if you also get the dread, because then the next thing will be the notebooks and the to-do lists, and it's such a huge investment. All these things add up, but it's such a worry. I feel a little bit hyper, right? Not hyper, like anxious hyper, because tomorrow I've got to drive to an hour away to get this rash thing looked at. And I'm not nervous about the appointment, I'm nervous about the drive, because if you've been here a while, you'll know that since my dad passed, I've been having panic, quite a lot of panics associated, especially with driving busy places where I feel like I'm trapped. And so driving an hour is testing, and for me it was always really easy, and I love driving and I love a road trip, and I'm hoping it is getting better, but it's been a year, July, August, September, a year and 3 months, so 15 months ish, and I still suffer a lot. Like this morning I had to go and get petrol, and I get this physical symptoms of anxiety where I start to dissociate and I feel like I'm going to pass out, and it's just panic. It's not even anxiety, it's pure panic, and I don't really know why. And I keep saying to myself, if I can think the negative thoughts, I can also think positive thoughts, and I'm working on it, but it's not easy. It's a real change for me because I've never had anything quite this bad. I've had anxiety before, I've had depression before, but panic is a beast, let me tell you. And so tomorrow I'm doing that, and then on Monday I'm driving to my mum's, and I'm probably going to be there for 4 nights maybe. Yeah, probably. So yeah, it's just a lot. My brain is full of a lot of stuff, But I did get a gym session in this morning, which was really nice. I'm just easing back in post being ill, so I am getting back to it, but I'm looking forward to hitting the ground running a little bit after I get back from mum's and I can get back into a routine. I hate my routine being disrupted as much as I enjoy going to see my mum and catching up with people and going to different things. I like, when it comes to my training, I really like my routine. I'm holding this very... Anyway, so yes, I will put the camera down for now and I will pick it back up again. I believe it should be arriving any second now. Can we also address the fact that I look like something that you'd get out of a pick and mix pot this afternoon? I have these jogging bottoms that I've had for years and they're actually a little bit of a running joke now amongst friends. When I don't tend to wear them very often, like in public. I don't wear them in public. They're like a salmon, now slightly grey, pink. And one day my friend Zoe sent me something through the post and I answered the door and they take a picture, and they sent it to her to say it had been delivered, and she was like, "Nice jogging bottoms, mate." I was like, "You weren't supposed to see these are my salmons. They are known affectionately as the salmons." And so right now I'm having my salmons, my gym socks, and this t-shirt, which I love by the way, and says "Cute but we'll fight." And that is today's look. And I'd just like to tell you that I ain't no fashion week girly. I've been watching some bloggers that have been to different fashion events because I just find it pretty fascinating, but I literally live like I've got dressed in the dark most of the time. So there you are. Anyway, we have 2 of these, which means I might be able to get them out because sometimes they cram them into these things and I can't get them out. And then we have this. Where do I start? Let's start with this. I can't see any of the colour. As soon as I see the colour, I'll be happy. And also bearing in mind that you will get a different print colour from different cardstocks as well. Oh my goodness. They folded the cards. They never do that. I actually quite enjoy sitting doing that. It's quite a mindful task for me. But I'm here for it, like it saves me a job. So, you know. I also find it very satisfying that I get 2 pieces of like A4 cardboard because I reuse it all for prints and stuff. All right guys, pray for me, I'm going in. Okay. Also comes in handy for this. Okay, good. First one, oh, thank God. These are the customer thank you cards. I've got a QR code on the back, which is for a discount code, so we won't worry about that. But these are on recycled cardstock, and I love how these have turned out. So that is a relief. It's a slightly cream background that I put on, but I love that you can see the integrity of the watercolour. So I'm talking about like the little puddles and bits and pieces of the watercolour. Happy as a pig in you know what, as my dad would say. Okay, then I have the same amount again, but just blank on the back. Thank you cards for customers. Okay, so far so good. Right, now we're on to the 3 different card designs that they've folded. They look great, actually. Oh, I need to open these, don't I? Because I have to look at them. I am so happy that I chose this card for these. Oh, I'm so happy about it. Okay. Oh, I love them. Guys, I love them. Okay. All right, let me get into these. I have to be really careful because the one thing about being a stationer, especially if you do wedding stationery, is not marking the paper or cardstock with your nail colour. So I love wearing bold nails, and I haven't been recently because I've been doing such a lot of painting and such a lot of work. I haven't wanted to damage anything. Where are my scissors? I'm all fingers and thumbs because I'm nervous. I've got 3 different card designs. And I don't think the card texture is going to come out on camera, but it is slightly hammered. If I turn it at an angle, maybe you'll be able to see. I can't really tell through the viewfinder what you can see and what you can't see, but it's slightly hammered. It's a bit more luxurious. Oh, I love it. I'm so happy. So that's one of them. That's the other one. And that's the other one. Oh my gosh, I am over the moon with how those have turned out, guys. I really am. I am so happy. So they're going to come in a set of 6. So you'll get 2 of these, 2 of these, 2 of these. Oh my gosh, how great. I'm absolutely chuffed to pieces with that. Also, when you open these, they're normally quite dusty, as in paper dust, where they've chopped them and then all like dusty paper particles go in. So it's not dust, but I usually try and when I wrap these individually for you guys, I try and dust them off. Okay, we're in. This is like proper mental breakdown territory for me. All I need to know is that they are not damaged and that they're level, because last year I had to get some reprinted because they were skew on the paper. Wow. I am absolutely, I've got everything the other ones yet, but I am chuffed to pieces with these. I don't know if they're refocusing a little bit. They are so vibrant. So I've marked all of the weekends in blue. I just need to open the other ones, so let me just do that. But I think there's no damages in this set. I don't really have how many I've got here though. I think I ordered 25 altogether. 10, 11, 12, 13 including my newly ripped one. Let's pray that these have got no damages either. Despite the fact that there was no end on that tube, I think we dodged a bullet. They are all good. I will check them out a little bit more, but they all look good. So we had 12 in there, didn't we? 10, oh 13, no that's right. That is right. Perfect. I am a happy camper. Very, very happy. Thank the Lord. Okay, thank you for joining me for that nerve-wracking time, and I will come back shortly. Good morning, guys. Today is Friday. I have just arrived in wherever it is that I am in, near Plymouth, for my appointment for this bad boy. We'll let you know how I get on with that later. I'm feeling a little bit slightly disassociated right now. The first part of the drive was quite difficult. Then it kind of went through fits and starts panic-wise, and now I just feel a little bit woof in my head, but that'll calm down hopefully soon. I think the most important thing with this stuff is remembering that it's always okay afterwards, but it's just tough to realise that at the time. So my appointment's at 11, so I'm going to sit here for a little bit, then I'm going to go in, and I guess I'll catch up with you more than likely when I get home, but it could be in the office, it could be in the car afterwards, I don't know yet. They basically say here that they're going to look at this, and if anything needs to happen, then they will do it now. I can't imagine them needing to do anything, because it's not like I've got a growth, but it's like they might want to do a skin scrape. So we'll see. I just want an answer. My money is on them saying it's stress eczema, but I don't know. We'll see. As predicted, when I did my video this morning outside of the medical place, I am now vlogging from back home. Everything has settled down. I feel a little bit better now. I did it. I did the hour's drive there, the hour's drive back, and live to tell the tale. I basically I don't know, did I say this? I can't even remember what I said to you guys, so I was slightly disassociating, but I got this diagnosed as stress-induced eczema, and I've got a prescription for 2 creams, and basically can't pick them up until I get back from mum's next week because they have to order them in. So what's another week? I've had it all this time. 1 more week is not going to make a difference. I've just put away my wall planners into 4 separate tubes, so they're not so difficult to get out. Now I'm going to do the labels that will go on the back of the little boxes for the note cards. I just had a notification to say that my notebooks are on their way. Hopefully they'll arrive tomorrow, and that the notepads will be behind them, which might be Monday, Tuesday. I'm not going to be here. Oh, hiccup, sorry. I'm not going to be here then. but the notebooks are the one that I worry about the most, so cue the drama for tomorrow. I want to do some labels that go on the back of these. I also need to look into, because I ordered more of these and the A5 versions, and I had an email confirmation to say I've ordered them, but not that they've been dispatched, and it's been a while now. But I'm going to make my mum up one of these, which is good practice to me, just to make sure everything looks okay. So I'm going to do that label. I'll show you the label paper that I use as well, and we'll get that done first. Okay, so I've just mocked up the kind of label that I want for the cards. I've just put on there, oh sorry, I'm wobbling you everywhere. It's so dark in here, guys. I've just put on there note card and envelope set, 6 hand-painted floral note cards and envelopes from the Midnight Garden collection, printed on 300 GSM textured cardstock for a beautifully elegant and premium feel. And then I've just put printed in the UK, and then what size they are, and then the business address, web address, you know what I mean. So I just print these out at home. It's not perfect, I don't have a Cricut or anything like that, I don't need one, so I just will print them out on a sheet of this, which is recycled, 100% recycled label sheets. I got this from EcoCraft. So yeah, I've had it for ages. I use it for everything. Well, not everything, just labels. But yeah, I'll try and see if I can get 6 labels on here. So I'm just going to lay those out, print them out, cut them out with a guillotine. I just need to quickly see if I can find out where the boxes are, and then we'll just mock up one that's going to go to my mum, and so I can show you what it's going to look like. And then when I get back from my mum's next week, I need to do a quick photography session for all of this stuff. Hopefully by the time I get back, everything will be here. My dread is that the notebooks will arrive tomorrow and they won't be right, and I'll have to manage that whilst I'm at my mum's and get it sorted out. But fingers crossed they'll be okay. I'm just trying to be positive. I'm just feeling like it's all going really well so far, which is a good thing. Hi guys, today's Saturday. I am not looking at my best today because I wasn't planning on vlogging, but here we are. I look a bit fuzzy around the edges. This angle is terrible, but I've had 2 boxes arrive of the same thing. I'm not going to pretend that I'm going to open them now and it's going to be a surprise, because I have already opened them. I needed some moral support from Joe, but I wanted to show you because this is one box. Another box is next to you here. Look, and also I've just taken my nail varnish off. This is terrible timing, but look what has arrived. My notebooks have arrived and I am absolutely over the moon with them. I am basically now going to sit and just go through every single one, because last time I ordered notebooks, I sent a couple out that had, unbeknownst to me because I hadn't checked every single one. I always check the front and the sides, but I hadn't looked at the paper to check, and a couple of sheets were all screwed up inside, and I don't want that to happen again. So I'm going to check out of all of these, if there's any seconds, put them to one side. If there's more than a certain amount, I'll always contact my manufacturer and let them know. But if there's sort of a few, then that covers, like, my friends will have one, I'll have one definitely, and yeah, they're so crisp. I'm so happy with them. I got 50 of them. The paper is such good quality as well. It's 90 GSM, but it feels a little bit thicker. But I don't love a notebook that's got too much of a really thick page. I like it that when you turn the page, it kind of crinkles and you can see some life in it, you know? But yeah, so I'm going to sit now and go through these and just check for seconds, and then we'll reconvene. But I've got the other box there, so then I need to find some space for them, because I want to get them put away before I go to my mum's on Monday. So yeah, let's check for seconds and I'll come back to you afterwards with the report. so I've gone through all of them, and out of all of them, some of them just needed like dusting off. If you see me in the clips, like kind of dusting them off. It's just a bit like when I showed you the planners the other day, they get a lot of paper dust. It's not dirt or anything like that, it's just paper dust from where they chop it and stuff like that, so they always need a bit of a dust off. I've just emailed my manufacturers, about 5 of them, because if I show you, if it will focus, get my head out of the way, I'm not sure, hang on, let me do it a different way. There you go, you can see the ends there have got glue and they're quite messy. I mean, from a point of view of I can use one, a couple of my friends can use one, and I can give a couple of them away or sell them as seconds, but if I can, I'm going to try and get them replaced. Yeah, so I have a couple, I don't really tend to worry too much, but if I have 5 or more out of a batch of 50, I will say something. And it happens, you know, it's not the manufacturer's fault, it happens with every single manufacturer. There's always an issue, there's always something. It's just the way it goes. It's in a factory, people are doing them en masse, and it's just one of those things. But overall, I have 45 up there that look amazing. If I can get replacements for these, then great. If I can't, well, I'm sure they'll help me out. They're usually really, really good. I'm due to get the little to-do lists arriving. They print their notebooks and their to-do lists, I think, in separate places, because otherwise they wouldn't send them separately. Today is Monday. I am just getting ready to leave the house to go to my mum's. The first job is to pop to Marks and Spencer's, pick up some flowers, pick up a little snack for the journey. The weather is shockingly bad today. It's absolutely pouring with rain, it's grey, it's not the ideal driving weather. If there's something I can't stand, and that is the window wipers for 3 hours. It takes about 3 and a bit hours to get to mum's, traffic dependent. Normally I get stuck a bit around Amesbury, so Stonehenge. But yeah, we'll see. I'm just going to get myself sorted out, get on the road. I have a slightly sore throat again this morning. I best not be coming down with anything else, because I haven't got the time or, quite frankly, the patience for anything else, because it's been about 3.5, 4 weeks since I got sick and I'm still not right. So that can do one. But we're going to get on the road. If I remember to show you what I get in M&S, I will. And then God knows when you'll see me next. Bentley and I have just arrived at the green here. This is where I used to go to play school. We're gonna have a little look around the green, aren't we? You're gonna have a little walk. You're gonna have a walk. Okay, you ready? I'm gonna lift you, okay? This afternoon I have been working on some website stuff, getting the Midnight Garden product listings up on the website, even though the products aren't photographed yet or actually live, but the prescriptions, I was going to say, the descriptions are done. Come on, Puppet! Which is cool. So that's helpful. And I'm going to get back and do another hour or so of that. And then get some dinner, I think. There you go. You sit down. There we go, boy. Good boy.